Automatic cat litter box, deep cleaning.
In this video, we will go over how to do a deep cleaning of the Famree or other similar style of automatic self-cleaning cat litter boxes. Okay, so these automatic litter boxes are not completely automatic. Over time, old litter and some waste can build up between the cracks and under parts. It can build up and start to stink and make a mess and reduce performance and longevity. From time to time, they will need a deep cleaning, and that can be a bit of a process taking several hours between preparation, disassembling, cleaning, sanitizing, drying, reassembling and setting back up. Your experience may be different, but I average a deep cleaning about once a year, but I probably should do it twice a year. I have 2 young male tabby cats that I adopted as brother kittens from a local shelter about a year ago, and they have been a joy to watch growing up. I would love to let them roam free outside and come back in the house when they want, but my neighborhood is not a good option for that as housing is pretty dense, and some busy streets nearby, and some neighbors really love their birds and squirrels so they frown on loose cats in the neighborhood. We also have some coyotes that roam the streets at night, so the cats are stuck in the house all day. I do have lots of toys and play with them and often keep the windows and doors open with screens so they are looking out often to watch all the activity. So, with full-time indoor cats, you need a good litter box solution, especially with multiple cats. But, who likes cleaning litter boxes? It is recommended to have multiple litter boxes even for a single cat, but more important for multiple cats even if a litter box or cat litter says it is for multiple cats. It is better to have multiple litter boxes, or they will make their own if their current box gets too nasty for them. I have one traditional non-automated litter box and one automated litter box. I still need to clean them out every 2 to 3 days, but it keeps me from having to do it every day or multiple times a day, and they are great if I have to be away for a few days. I am pretty lazy, or have better things to do with my spare time, so I wanted to find at least one automatic litter box, but I also have a very small budget, so I try to find the cheaper options, or I love to try out freebie options to test out. Hint hint? There are many different types automatic litter boxes, and different ways they clean, and I have only tried a couple, but I have researched many of them, and it seems they all have their pluses and minuses, and I have not seen a perfect setup, as the better options are very expensive, and the less expensive options may have design flaws, or lack of replacement parts or support. I got a good deal for reviewing the Famree Pet automatic litter box, but it appears that the same or very similar automatic litter boxes are sold under many different names. It seems to be one of those Alibaba wholesale options that companies can buy and slap their own name on it and resell. I did not mind as it was a good price as long as it performed as it advertised. It appears that this exact litter box is no longer for sale on Amazon, but there are many similar litter boxes available. But anyway, this video is not really a product review, but I will leave a link to my original review video down in the description below. That was an early review, so I might point out some updates in this video. But, this video is mainly on how to do a deep cleaning of one of these litter boxes, or similar model litter boxes. I already started the cleaning process when I thought this might be good to share with others, so I had to use some other images at the beginning, and since I don't have any good camera gear, most of the video is a combination of still images, but it should get the point across. In some of my pictures, you may see a light blue litter guard that I designed myself and printed on a 3D printer. So, let's get started. First, replace the waste bag with an empty bag as you will use it to empty all the existing litter in the litter box. If you already have a full bag and try to empty the litter box, you will have a mess on your hands. Then you will need to run the empty command by either using the app or just press and hold the trash can icon on the front display for a few seconds until the cycle starts. Wait for the cycle to complete, and confirm the litter box is empty. If not, you might need to replace the waste bag again and run the empty command again. Once empty, remove the waste bag. Peek inside the back of the litter drum to confirm the drain hole rubber plug is still installed and not dumped out with the litter. Mine is missing, as I think it fell out on a previous empty job, and I must have thrown it out with the waste litter, and I did not realize it was missing for a while. Missing the drain plug does not affect the usage of this litter box, but it can protect the components from litter dust over time. Now unplug the power and rotate up the rear barrel bracket, and lift the barrel out of the litter box base, and place the barrel in a place you don't mind litter granules to fall. Inspect the litter box base with the barrel removed, to see if there is any debris sitting on the bottom. If so, you may also want to move the litter base to see if anything leaked under the litter box that might also need cleaning. I already partly cleaned mine before taking a picture, so it was pretty nasty. Apparently, this litter box model can leak some litter and pee through the seams of the two halves of the main barrel body, so that is a bit of a design flaw. But they put a sticker over the hole at the bottom of the litter box base, to prevent debris from falling through the hole, so they know that this can be an issue, but I don't think the hole needs to exist, and a better product design would be to eliminate that hole. It would be better on our floors with less risk for leaks. Now, clean the litter box base and the floor under the base. Next, grab a Phillips screwdriver, and take the barrel out to a good place to take it apart, and clean with a hose. Now, the disassembly can be pretty nasty as you are going to need to get close and personal with old litter and cat waste remnants. Unless it is so bad you can't see the screws to disassemble the parts, I would avoid spraying with water at first, as it will just make a bigger mess. Just hold your breath and reach in to start removing the 4 screws, 2 on each side of the strainer guard. The nearest to the opening will be facing away from you, so they can be a challenge to remove. Then there is one more screw you need to remove from the hinge area of the waste door flap. Once all 5 screws are removed, you can pop out the strainer guard and set it aside. Please be warned, this part will be the hardest part to realign all the screw holes and to put back in place, so pay attention to how it is in place. I also recommend finding a magnet or a small container to store the tiny screws, so they don't go missing. Next, there are 4 screws, 2 on each side, to remove for the rubber litter tray. On both sides of the rubber litter tray is also a little tab that slides in a hole of the barrel to help keep it in place, so when removing the rubber litter tray, you will need to pry it up a bit and pull it away from the opening to dislodge those rubber tabs, and then the tray should dislodge and can be removed. As you can see with my rubber litter tray removed, there is a lot of waste litter stuck under it. This tells me the litter and pee is leaking, and reminds me I probably need to clean this a bit more often, but since the past year of use of this was when my cats were kittens, maybe they just had bad aim early on, but hopefully they got better, so we will have to see. So, this next step might not be necessary, but I find it easier to clean the barrel by removing the waste bin outer door. You don't need to remove any additional screws, but you will need a skinny screwdriver or maybe a butter knife to pry a couple of tabs to release the plastic hinge bracket. My pictures don't show it well, but hopefully you can see it better on your own litter box. I did this by myself, but this might be easier with 2 people, as one can hold the waste bin door and pull slightly, while another person pushes the inner tabs to release the hinge. I moved the parts to a grassy area to spray out the old stuck litter, so there is less to clean up later. It is easier if you drench the litter and let it soak for a couple of minutes and then continue to spray out the litter until the bulk of the litter is cleared out. If you still have the rubber drain plug installed in the back of the barrel, you may want to remove that to help with the cleaning process. Next, I moved the rinsed out parts to my driveway to continue cleaning. If you are doing this on a rough surface, keep in mind to avoid rolling the visible sides on the surface so you don't scratch it up. These scratches may look bad and also trap more debris in the future. I used a bucket of soapy water and a scrub brush, and got to work to clean all the parts. You might need to scrub and rinse with water a few times, as stuff keeps showing up. But once cleaned, it looks almost like new. I forgot to do this next step, but this should be a good time to do some sanitizing and deodorizing. Maybe some diluted bleach or maybe a bath cleaner with bleach and then rinse out well again. I placed the parts in the sun to dry, so hopefully that added some UV sanitizing, but probably not much since I only left it out for about an hour. I did, later on, wipe it down with some Lysol wipes and Febreze, and that seems to have helped greatly. Luckily it was a warm day with direct sunlight, so the parts dried pretty quickly, but make sure the parts thoroughly dry before starting the reassembly process. Since the parts were clean, sanitized and dry, I brought the parts back in the house to reassemble in comfort, and my cats can inspect my work. I first put the rubber tray back in place by first aligning and inserting the rubber tabs on the sides of the tray, then align all 4 screw holes and add the screws back. Again, the screw holes nearest to the main opening but facing away from you, will be the most difficult, but just keep calm and you can do it. As I warned, this next step might be the most difficult to get everything aligned correctly. Use 5 screws to reattach the litter strainer. For screws on the inside of the barrel, with 2 on each side and 1 more screw on the outside of the barrel by the waste door hinge. This might take some time to place a few times to get everything aligned. Use a flashlight and look in the other openings to help out. Then, if removed, insert and snap in the waste bin door hinge back into place. If you still have the rubber drain plug, insert that back inside the back of the drum. Then, align and place the drum back into the litter box face. Look inside the drum and verify the rubber litter tray is level. Then, fill your favorite clumping cat litter to keeping it mostly level, and between the minimum and maximum fill lines. Then plug the power into the cat litter box, and it should start a full cycle, and level everything out when done. Oh yeah! Make sure you add a new waste bag to the cat litter box waste bin. Hee hee. That could have been a disaster. Once the level cycle is done, verify the amount of litter is still between the minimum and maximum fill lines and then it is ready for use. My cats did not jump in right away, but hopefully they appreciate their bathroom remodel. Well, that is it for now. I think I can still recommend this automatic litter box for around the $150 range if you don't mind doing the deep cleaning a couple times a year. Hopefully I get the opportunity to try out some other automatic cat litter boxes in the future, but this is what I can afford for now. Hopefully you found this video helpful and maybe a little entertaining. Please like this video and subscribe to help me build this channel and provide future content. Please comment below to add any useful info or just to say hi. Now, it's time to play with the cats. Goodbye.